Toastmaster Kelly Benny.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So you may know that you can vote in local elections, you can run for local government, but you may not know that there are dozens of advisory boards that you could potentially be appointed to by your local elected official. So this morning for Table Topics, you are going to pretend that we are your county supervisor, and you are telling us why you should be appointed to one of these very many important citizen advisory boards. To begin, why should you be appointed to the Public Art Review Board? Ty Patton.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Masters. Why should I be appointed to the Art Council of any sort? Maybe it's because I was married for 27 years to a lady that was just one of the finest artists that you could ever lay your eyes on. Sorry about that. Now, she actually taught me a lot. She taught me how to match my tie to my suit, my shoes to my belt. Did you know that you're supposed to, as a male, supposed to have your belt and your shoes match?
No.
Yeah. So simple little things like that, because I grew up in a household of heathens. And so we did not know that. And so instead of putting on a facade, she taught me how to be a more sophisticated individual. Now, keep in mind, our formative years are between 5 and 7 years of age, so not all of it stuck completely. So please give grace when you're looking at my faux pas. Thank you.
Why should we appoint you to the Commission on Aging? Benjamin Urrutia.
Oh, well.
Good morning. I don't know why you posed that question to me about aging. Because I'm a young guy. Well, this is something that we should consider always. You people are going to be advancing in age, not getting old with. I am already advanced. Sometimes, according to the situation, people tend to show a facade that is not correct about age. For example, when they find when a young lady, they always try to smile and, oh, I just saw a very good picture for children. Oh, that's outdated. You should really live and act according to your age. So I think that is a good take because sometimes we try to avoid certain circumstances, but I think at your age, my friends.
Why should we appoint you to the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board? Kathy Luckadoo.
Actually, what is the Parks and Advisory Board? Oh my goodness. Well, for one thing, with parks, there's so many various things you can do. And one of the things I would like in parks is more shade.
Yes.
Because sometimes, especially like I went to one park with my kids, and I'm like, it's a wonder they're not burned because it was so hot and the metal, the slide and everything, it's like, it was super hot. And then the parents, you're sitting there and you're sitting and baking in the sun and there's no shade for you whatsoever. So you can pass out and not see if your kid is burning or not. So that's why I would be Parks and Recreation. So there's no facade about what I'm saying. You know it's true, you've been to the park, so we need more shade. Thank you.
Why should we appoint you to the Nuisance Abatement Board? Brandon Moore.
Nuisance Abatement Board. Wow. That's a good one. Does that really exist?
All of these really exist.
A faux pas and a fake walk into a bar. You know, the reason why is because nobody likes nuisances. I'm a guy that doesn't like nuisances. You don't like nuisances. None of us like nuisances. The citizens don't like nuisances. Amy doesn't like nuisances. Jordan doesn't like nuisances. And, I mean, the word itself is kind of a hard word to say without muddling it up. And so let's just get rid of the nuisances, right? So when we see them around, whatever nuisances we see, we'll get rid of them as a community. You know, we'll band together, and if we can set up mouse traps for the nuisances, we can provide bread for the nuisances. Wait, that wouldn't really work, would it? The nuisances would eat the bread and they'd stay around. I'll figure it out, though. Just vote for me, I'll figure it out.
On a similar theme, why should we appoint you to the Aviation Noise Abatement Committee, Evan Berlin?
The Aviation Noise Abatement Committee. It'd be a facade to say that I would be a specialist in that department, but I do think I could make progress in the Parks and Rec department. As a big golfer, I'd love to see more municipal golf courses within the local community. I think it's a great way to get kids out on the golf course, try a new sport. For parents, it's essentially free daycare. You send them out there for 4 hours. So I would rather be in the Parks and Rec department as opposed to the aviation nuisance or.
Why should we appoint you to the Regulatory Streamlining Task Force, Jordan Kaminger?
All the boards that I could make a joke about, there's nothing here. I could do something about the noise abatement. Nuisance abatement? Need I say more? The art, I applied, but I was framed. Okay, so what are we talking about here?
Regulatory streamlining.
Regulatory streamlining. We are so awash in regulations, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that it staggers the imagination. There are literally millions of laws, most of them minted by bureaucratic agencies for whom none of us voted. What I did, you know that I have the Rodentia. They're now older than many of you. But when they were young, and I had to read them bedtime stories, I'd make up stories, I'd revise The Cat in the Hat, and then The Cat in the Hat went and got insurance. No, Daddy! But when they wouldn't go to sleep, what I did is I would read to them from chapter 120 of the Florida statutes, the Florida Administrative Code.
Why should we appoint you to the Tourist Development Tax Sports Incentive Committee? Christina Rosa. Tourist tax, what? The Tourist Development Tax Sports Incentive Committee.
Sports Incentive Committee, I apologize, but I am not from Florida, so I don't think that I'd be a great candidate for this. I didn't fly in for the week. I've been here for a few years, but I didn't experience the sports that you guys experienced here in New York. Like, I think there's like rowing and other things here and stuff like that. Yeah, now that doesn't exist in here. We have like the basic stuff, basketball, baseball, football, you know. I think there are like swimming and, what's the one that you throw with the ball like? I don't know about sports, that's why I will not be a great candidate for this, so I apologize. I will definitely vouch for the next candidate though.
Why should we appoint you to the Animal Services Advisory Board? Gary Adams.
That's a good one.
I have dogs, I've seen cats, I've seen horses, I've seen goats. Advisory boards, I can help all of you decide you need a guinea pig. And your wife, you really do Jordan. A bunny rabbit would be so perfect for you. Benjamin, Perfect. And Gina, a little tiny, cute little poodle would be so good for you. You could walk it everywhere you go, get the little purse to carry it on. And I also have plenty of experience in caring for animals and also helping others care for animals. So if you need someone on this animal advisory board, I'm your guy.
Why should we appoint you to the Agricultural Advisory Board? Carson? You almost
Now.
put Carson though.
I got to Ramstein, Germany, the Air Force, and we were in town at this little pub. And an F-15 came across the top of us, you know the story, at 500 feet on full afterburner. And I dug down, and I looked at my buddy and I said, "What? What is that?" And he said, "The low-level structure in Germany is to remind them that we were not invited here." And I said, "That's the loudest thing I ever heard." And then I realized, I need to be in a band that's louder than that. So I got in the band that was louder than that. And one thing I learned about rock musicians is we all need an agricultural product, shall we say. And I'm talking big fields, because these are real rockers. So if you elect me agriculture commissioner, everybody's gonna party. And that's no facade.
Why should we appoint you to the Citizens Commission for Children, Jose?
Can't do it.
Can't do it? Okay. And I think the other people on my list got roped into having a role in the meeting. So,
Back table.
We have coffee.
oh, can we do like? Is back table eligible for Lonnie? Okay. Lonnie. All right. Why should you be on the Board of Zoning Adjustment? Bonnie? Bonnie, sorry. Bonnie.
Do it, Bonnie.
Zoning adjustment, fine.
Hold on, show me a job.
What is this? Buenos dias.
Hola, what's up?
Lo siento, tarde. Más vale tarde que nunca. I object, Your Honor. I'm gonna be a part of the hot sauce committee. And guess what? Water doesn't help that. You need a jug of milk. Brad. That's about most of my, I know a little more Spanish, but I won't divulge you and embarrass myself. Kick it up a notch, kick it to 11, right, Carson?
Yeah, man!
With rock and roll and hot sauce. Toastmasters.
Why should you be appointed to the Housing Finance Authority? Mark Ehlers.
Thank you for that question. Yeah, owned a house now for 35 years, so I think I'm qualified.
Yep.
I've had several mortgages. And I think I'm the right person for the job. Unless Carson Schaefer won't take the job, but I think he's pretty busy with his rock star stuff. But the beautiful thing I love about table topics is you can get up here, try to be funny, bomb, and then go sit down.
Why should we appoint you to the Charter Review Commission? Morris McNitt.
Charter Review Commission. The only reason to appoint me to any board is for me to create hate and dissension within that board. What can I say?
Thanks for your
I
honesty.
don't know anything about it. So what am I gonna do? Obfuscate. I put on a facade of knowledge and failed miserably. You gotta agree with that.
Why should we appoint you to the Code Enforcement Board? Sandra Heller.
To the Code Enforcement Board. Okay, so I'm not from the US. I've never heard of that before. So I will talk about something else. I would love to get the sports board, or what was it? I don't know, because I love doing sports. I think I can motivate people to start doing sports because movement helps you to get in a better mood. So movement, I go to sports every day. Like I'm a CrossFitter and I love the challenge. You learn so many new movements in that sport and it's challenging you every day. You also get a new community if you join one of these CrossFit gyms. And I made a lot of friends with sports. So I would go for the sports committee and I'm the perfect person for that. Thank you.
We appoint you to the Health Facilities Authority. Blake Smith.
Blake is the mayor.
Oh, we're not reading.
How about Teresa back there?
Teresa, why should we appoint you to the Health Facilities Authority?
You got this.
I got nothing. Good morning, it's a great day to be grateful. It is a privilege to be alive and try to learn more about America after 10 years. And from here, y'all.
Or the Health Facilities Authority, hospitals, stuff like that.
When you grow up and go to the hospital only when you're about to die, then you come here. You go to the hospital when you have a headache, when you got a blood cut, I don't know, when something is throbbing, whatever. Then things are different, okay? Why you should appoint me? Because I understand the importance of being healthy, but also understand the importance of having a good health care, especially a free one. Hello, America. Hello, America. I mean, Europeans do it, why not us? Tell me more. He's like, you can't.
Why?
Why?
Because you can't afford it.
Make it free.
No,
It's
you
health.
can't.
Healthy people, good economy. Healthy people, happy people.
I'll vote for you.
Thank you.
The last one. Why should we appoint you to the Building Codes Board of Adjustments and Appeals? Tim Taylor. Someone gave your hand.
You can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Yes. Why should we appoint you to the Building Codes Board of Adjustments and Appeals?
You know, building codes are actually very important, except there's one city in the country that has no building codes at all. Does anybody know who it is? Houston, Texas. You can literally build a giant hog rendering plant across the street from an elementary school. They literally have no building codes whatsoever. Is it an advantage? Yes. There's more wealth in the city of Houston than any other city in the country per square mile. Okay? A lot of oil wealth, obviously, but building codes are there for safety reasons, but I can't tell you the number of times that things weren't built because they couldn't meet the building code. Some stupid little, the roof line has to be so many inches from whatever, something that could actually really help people. Sometimes they try to add on to churches, and they can't build because of some stupid little building code. So personally, I think building codes are important, but they're way overdone, and we should all be more like the city of Houston. Thank you.
All right, back table, did all qualify?
Yes.
Yes. Well done, everyone.
Vote for
Vote for
two.
two.
Vote for two.
Vote for me.
Give it a break.
There you go. Good job.
Leave the applause.